For more than 70 years, the B-52 Stratofortress has been America's flying tank dropping bombs, making noise, and surviving the kind of duty rotations that would make a soldier cry. But even legends need a sidekick. Enter the B-21 Raider, sleeker, stealthier, smarter, and built to freak out every radar system from Moscow to Beijing. This isn't just a bomber, it's the ninja of the skies. From big and loud to sleek and silent, the B-52 was built to carry up to 70,000 pounds of destruction and wasn't shy about it. Think of it like a muscle car with wings loud, powerful, and impossible to ignore. But modern warfare isn't about showing off your horsepower. It's about sneaking past defenses like a ghost in a jet-powered hoodie. That's where the B-21 comes in. This new stealth bomber is designed to penetrate even the most advanced enemy defenses, drop a mix of nuclear and conventional weapons, and slip away undetected like a thief in the night. If that thief costs $750 million and flew at altitudes that make birds dizzy. A name worth remembering? The B-21 Raider was named in honor of the Doolittle Raiders, those brave World War II pilots who bombed Tokyo in 1942. That operation wasn't just gutsy, it was game-changing. Much like the aircraft that now bears their name. A digital bomber for a digital battlefield. Forget old-school knobs and levers. The B-21 is a flying supercomputer. This aircraft is built for what's called open architecture, which basically means the military can plug in new tech as it's invented. It's like the iPhone of bombers, just with fewer selfies and more firepower. The US Air Force has dubbed it a digital bomber, a term that sounds suspiciously like a hacker's gaming handle. But it's fitting. The B-21 isn't just about dropping bombs. It's a fully integrated war platform. It can coordinate with satellites, direct drone fleets, and even work alongside other aircraft like the F-35, telling them where to aim. It's like an air traffic controller with nukes. Flight test secrets and sky-high selfies. The B-21 recently began its flight tests over Edwards Air Force Base in California. For most people, seeing a selfie of their plane in flight is no big deal. But when the US government releases a photo of a top-secret stealth bomber, you know something big is happening. Andrew Hunter, Assistant Secretary of the Air Force, confirmed the early tests are going well, though don't expect a detailed vlog. Most of the specs remain tightly classified. In fact, outside of the Air Force and a few folks at Northrop Grumman, no one really knows what this bird can do. Which, frankly, makes it even cooler. All about that stealth. One of the B-21's biggest tricks is staying off radar. It's shaped to minimize reflections, and its smooth curves make it harder to detect. Basically, it's the opposite of a Lego block. The aircraft is covered in radar-absorbing materials that make it blend into the background like a chameleon with jet engines. Even its windows and seams are carefully aligned to reduce its radar signature. This thing doesn't just avoid detection, it actively humiliates radar systems. It's like showing up to a high-stakes game of hide-and-seek wearing an invisibility cloak and then winning without trying. Nuclear-ready and conventional-friendly. Let's be real. No one wants to talk about nukes, but someone has to carry them, and the B-21 is built for exactly that. Whether it's a city-leveling warhead or a tactical strike, this bomber doesn't play favorites. It's designed to handle both nuclear and non-nuclear missions with equal finesse, like a waiter who can serve sushi and barbecue. Classified costs and political grumbles. Initially pegged at $550 million a pop in 2010, inflation has done its thing, and now the price is closer to $750 million per plane. That's still a bargain compared to the B-2 Spirit's jaw-dropping $2 billion price tag. And here's the kicker. The B-21 is cheaper because it's smarter. Better materials mean fewer maintenance headaches, and improved design efficiency keeps operating costs relatively sane. Still, some lawmakers like the late Senator John McCain weren't thrilled with the program's secrecy. They worried that too much mystery could lead to overspending or shady dealings. And let's face it, when the military doesn't even tell Congress the full bill, eyebrows go up. Spy games and stolen blueprints. This isn't the US first rodeo when it comes to tech theft. Remember the F-35? Yeah, The Chinese allegedly borrowed its blueprints and came up with the J-31, which looks suspiciously familiar. That's one reason the B-21's info is locked down like a Vegas vault. No one's getting a peek unless they're wearing a badge and swearing oaths. The flexible ghost. What makes the B-21 even more groundbreaking is its dual-mode functionality. It can be piloted or flown remotely. That's right, if a mission is too dangerous, the Air Force can just call in the drone version. Imagine a stealth bomber flying into enemy territory without putting a pilot at risk. It's both brave and brilliant. Can China catch up? Not without trying. China has been showing off its H-6N bomber, which can carry ballistic missiles. It's working on a stealth model called the H-20, although that project seems to be dragging its feet. Meanwhile, China's hypersonic missiles are a real threat, but the B-21 is being built to evade even those high-speed nightmares. So is China catching up? Maybe. But with the B-21 in hand, the US is still flying a few miles ahead literally and figuratively. The B-52. Still chugging along? You might think the arrival of the B-21 means the B-52 is getting a gold watch and an early retirement. Nope. The B-52 is like that one guy at work who's been around forever, but somehow still gets the job done. Introduced in the 1950s, it has outlived disco fax machines, and at least 5 attempts to replace it. From the failed XB-70 Valkyrie to the too expensive B-2 Spirit, nothing has fully dethroned the B-52. In fact, the Air Force is upgrading it again, slapping on new Rolls-Royce engines and better radar to create the B-52J. The plan? Keep it flying well into the 2050s. A two-bomber strategy. The B-21 isn't here to replace the B-52. It's here to complement it. Think Batman and Superman. One sleek and tactical, the other's brute force in a cape. The B-52 will handle the long-range missile barrages, firing from a safe distance. The B-21 will sneak into enemy territory, do the precision work, and vanish before anyone notices. It's a perfect balance of shock and awe. Could the B-21 be a fighter jet in disguise? Some military analysts are even wondering whether the B-21 could handle air superiority roles, usually reserved for fighter jets. It's not outside the realm of possibility. With its speed, stealth, and next-gen tech, it could theoretically go head-to-head in the skies, not just deliver payloads, but dominate the airspace. That's like finding out your Roomba also does taxes. Impressive? Yes. Terrifying? Also yes. Modern warfare's new MVP. The B-21 isn't just a bomber. It's a statement. A message to the world that the US military is evolving, adapting, and ready for whatever comes next. Whether it's battling cyber warfare, dodging hypersonic missiles, or leading network-centric air campaigns, the Raider is built for it all. It's expected to be stationed primarily at Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota, with other bases like Whiteman and Dyess serving as backups. That's right, this plane is getting the deluxe military rollout. Built for tomorrow with artificial intelligence likely to play a big role in future missions, the B-21 is designed to adapt to changing warfare. It's not just ready for today, it's prepped for 2040, 2050, and maybe even beyond. It's essentially a flying platform for innovation. Meanwhile, the Air Force and Northrop Grumman are hustling to meet production goals and ensure the Raider enters service around 2027. That's the plan. And if the flight tests keep going well, the B-21 might just become the backbone of American air power for the next half-century. And there you have it. America's flying ninja, the B-21 Raider, ready to rewrite the rules of modern warfare while the B-52 keeps on trucking like the Energizer Bunny of bombers. If you enjoyed this deep dive into stealth, speed, and sky-high strategy, give that like and hit subscribe. Stay sharp, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next mission.